Good morning. Thanks for watching. We're going to examine and demonstrate how you can create a calendar appointment and a few things that maybe you didn't know. Hopefully, you'll get something out of this. When creating a calendar appointment, I can do it in a few places. I can come up here within my regular viewing screen and click on new items, and I can go to meeting here, or I can go directly to my calendar and choose new meeting. I need a title. And I need required folks. So required means those that you need in attendance, or else you probably aren't going to have the meeting. So I'm going to make Danielle come to this meeting. It's really important. And I'm going to invite Carla as optional. That means she knows that if she doesn't make it, that's okay. She doesn't necessarily need to require everybody to reschedule the meeting if she's not able to be there. Now from here, I do want to call out a few things. Let's say this Party with Nathan meeting happens weekly. I can come up here to the reoccurrence button, choose reoccurrence. I'm going to say that this is from 8:30 to 9. It's a coffee party, guys. It's a coffee party. Duration's 30 minutes. Do I want this to reoccur daily, weekly, or monthly? I'm going to say weekly. I want it to reoccur every Friday, once a week. And I'm going to start this happening today, 9/25, and it's going to end on March 12th. Or I could put no end date if I wanted it to continue out through the future. This is really good for, say, those one-on-ones, those check-ins. Maybe you have a monthly event that you have. That can be really good because you're not having to create an appointment for every single meeting that you have. In addition to reoccurrence, remember that you can also set the reminder for the time period that you want to remind folks about the meeting. I personally like an hour. I like a little heads up and an opportunity to hit the snooze button a few times to make sure I'm ready. And also highlight here whether or not this time period during this meeting is going to be busy, free, working elsewhere, tentative, or out of office. Now in this case, you'd use out of office if you were scheduling a meeting for, say, your PTO, your vacation time, and you wanted to let your boss know, and you wanted to make sure that your calendar was marked that you were out of office. Most of these other ones, busy is going to be the default. Most of these others we're not going to utilize too many times when actually creating a meeting. When we come down here to location, there's an easy and simple way. If you have Teams already downloaded and installed on your computer, you'll have this Teams meeting icon here. Just one click and it puts the location as the team meeting, and it also puts the link that you'll need to utilize, and your attendees will click on to join the Teams meeting. This is a really simple way to create a video conference meeting without having to go in, log into Zoom, and copy the link and put it in here. So I'd highly recommend that you utilize that functionality. Now I would just send this and of course get the responses back from the parties as to whether or not they could attend. Now how do I know that Danielle and Carla are both available during this time? This is critical. Have you ever scheduled a meeting 14 times and didn't know whether or not they were available? Here at the top, scheduling assistance is the key to being able to know if someone has time for your meeting or is open. Click on schedule assistance and you notice that those folks that I've already put in, I see my calendar, I see their calendar, and I see their details if they've shared and allowed me to do that. So I know for today not to schedule Carla for a meeting. Very clearly it says there. And I also see that Danielle is open between 11 and she has 12:30 to 2 available. Now, could be remember that I didn't need Carla for this meeting, so I might go ahead and grab that 11 to 12 slot, knowing that Carla was optional and that Danielle was the required one. Once I have that chosen, I can then come back, and you notice how it updated the time. Now I know that I'm sending it to at least the time that Danielle had open on her calendar. That's critical when you want to make sure that you have all your attendees in person, and you also don't frustrate folks by sending multiple appointments without knowing if they're available or not, especially if they've already blocked out their calendar. One other thing I want to show you is once I've created a meeting, I can go down to my Teams. It's not letting me get to. I can go to Teams, and within Teams, see the calendar button here? This calendar button will then is synced with my Outlook calendar and show me all of my appointments. This is really handy if I want to start a meeting from Teams instead of starting it from Outlook. I can just go, for example, my one-on-ones that I have with Danielle. I can click right in, and that join Teams meeting is either there or up here in the corner. So there's a few ways to make sure that we're scheduling appointments correctly and that we're ensuring that those folks that need to be there are there, and as well not driving them nuts by trying to schedule over appointments that they already have. I hope that helped. Have a great day. Happy Friday.